Sheriffs of law enforcement agencies in Washington now taking a stand against Initiative 1639. That's Washington's new law passed by voters in November that puts more restrictions on owning a semi-automatic rifle. Now Spokane County Sheriff Ozzie Knezovich is speaking out in opposition to it, saying he doesn't think the initiative should have become law because it's unconstitutional at the state and federal levels. The sheriff was asked about it on Facebook today. He says he fought against 1639, spoke against 1639, and has offered to join a lawsuit against it.
He goes on to say the growing list of law enforcement agencies are grandstanding because there's nothing in the law for them to enforce. Here's a list of sheriffs across the state who have promised not to enforce the new law. It also includes the police chief in Republic. Chief Lauren Culp was the first law enforcement official to pledge not to enforce the initiative, and many more are joining in opposition. Yesterday, Adams County Sheriff Dale Wagner posted on the department's Facebook page that he would not enforce the law.
Initiative 1639 puts more restrictions on gun ownership, raises the age from 18 to 21 to purchase a semi-automatic rifle, requires safe storage and more training. Nearly 60% of state voters approved it. Our Nikki Torres went to Adams County today. She has more on what that sheriff has to say. Nikki?
Nadine, beyond raising the age for gun ownership, it requires background checks and makes anyone who purchases a firearm to take a safety course as well. However, Sheriff Wagner says as it's written right now, I-1639 appears to violate the Second Amendment of Constitution of the United States, which is why he's announced he's not enforcing it.
Every sheriff has a stance in certain ways and certain things, and we just do what's right for the constituents that we serve.
For Adams County, its Sheriff Dale Wagner says what's right is to not enforce Initiative 1639.
It's pretty self-explanatory. At this point, the initiative is unclear as to the constitutionality from the United States Constitution standpoint.
I spoke with several Adams County residents today in Ritzville who say they were all very pleased to hear the sheriff's decision. They're very passionate about the announcement, though they didn't want to be on camera. They told me they didn't find it fair that they should be forced into abiding by a law they didn't want and didn't vote for. Sheriff Wagner says that was part of what went into his decision.
We had a high percentage of people that voted against the initiative in itself, and so there's a lot of people that wanted answers from the local law enforcement.
In Adams County, about 2,700 of its voters said no to the gun law, making up about 65% of the vote for the county.
I'm doing it to the best of my ability, and that's what I was elected to do for the citizens of Adams County, and we're going to do the best way that we can.
Sheriff Wagner is one of 8 sheriffs and 1 police chief in Washington who also promised their communities that they won't enforce the initiative. Reporting in studio, I'm Nikki Torres, KXLY 4 News.